Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for allowing us all together here today and representing our community. Just watch over all of us and all the families that are represented here. Watch over our community. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen. We'd like to establish that we have a quorum and call our meeting to order. We're going to start with the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now the Texas flag. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible. All right, everybody can be seated. I'd like to thank everybody for being here this evening. We're going to start with our public comment. Rebecca, did you have public comment? Is that?
No, I actually on the agenda.
Okay.
Would like to feeder in on a public comment.
Okay.
Then what you
Okay.
can tell us about this.
Okay.
Good evening.
We're glad you're here.
Thank you. I am honored to be here. I am here on behalf of the Bailey County Historic Commission. I am the Bailey County Historic Preservation Officer. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Rebecca Beal. This is America 250, which means we are celebrating America's 250th year of the Declaration of Independence signing. The nation has committees that have charged the communities of America to do different community activities and get your community involved in the history of the nation. I have presented some flyers for you for some activities that I am working on. I'm doing this to bring recognition to Bailey County and Muleshoe, not only just to our communities, but to our small historical items that we have here. I don't believe we are well known enough, so I'm hoping to get that out there. There is a website that once I get these activities confirmed on dates and times, I will be posting it. It is a national website, and I'm hoping to bring in some people from even across the nation maybe to see what we have to offer. Right now, currently, the Shazo Junior High and High School are doing an essay and art contest, either or both. That contest is due March 30th. It is based on America 250, and if the students win, I have a committee that's going to judge those competition entries here at the local level, and if they win on local level, I will submit it to the national contest, in which they will pick different grade levels, and I think there's 5 different trips. They can win scholarship trips, either to Washington, D.C., to Austin, will be somewhere historical. So they are currently doing that at this time. So like I said, that's due March 30th. On May 30th, we're going to have the erection of the Bailey County Cemetery Gateway. If you Google cemeteries in Bailey County right now, there is one called the Unnamed Cemetery. We figured out that that is the Bailey Borough Cemetery, and we think that is very sad not to give those people some kind of recognition. So we're going to have a little work day. There might be 15 to 20 graves out there. So it's a very small cemetery, but we're going to clean up that cemetery, and we, as a historical committee, have got a archway, entranceway to the cemetery built, and we're going to erect that on May 30th in the morning. We are currently working on a bicycle tour of the historical markers here in Muleshoe and Bailey County. That's going to happen on June 6th. After that, we are going to have a community meal out at the Heritage Center. We're not sure yet if we're bringing in food trucks, if we're going to do cater. We're just really not sure what kind of meal, but we want that for the bicyclers that stop. We're going to open up the Heritage Center and let them tour that as well, plus have a meal there. On June 20th, we're going to have kind of a youth, tiny youth day. And we're going to have tea parties. We're going to have an arrowhead hunt, kind of like an Easter egg hunt, but an arrowhead hunt. I'm currently working with the Texas Historical Commission on getting a Native American storyteller to come and do a presentation for our kids while they're there doing the arrowhead hunt. We're going to do some little mini Patriot games. So we're going to have stick horse races. We're going to have plastic bow and arrow shoot, just some things maybe in the colonial era that they had done, but we can't actually put a bunch of kids on horses. So we're going to do stick horses and such, and just kind of make it a fun family day, as well as for the adults, bringing in what it looks like right now, the quilting exhibits from East Texas. It's called the East Texas Quilt Guild. They're interested in bringing their quilts. We're going to put them up in this Heritage Center, as well as I'm going to talk to a few local people that have arrowhead collected and have their arrowheads on display as well that day. And that's going to be June 20th. June 27th, I partnered with Gabby Newton to do a 5K morning run in honor of America 250. July 3rd, we're going to have the blood drive bus here. And we're also going to open a time capsule that has been buried at Beulah Cemetery for 50 years. We will open it out there. There's going to be a little gathering, refreshments and such. And then it's either going to be at 9 or 10 o'clock. I'm not real sure. Julie Layton's in charge of that. But we're going to invite everybody out to that to try to make that a special thing. The artifacts will be displayed at the library afterwards. On July 4th, sometime in there, that busy day, we're going to bury a time capsule, which will be opened in 50 years at the 300th anniversary of America's signing. And we're going to bury that out at the Heritage Center. So right now, I'm just here to let you know that these are the events that I have kind of planned and are coming up. Quite a few things. I would love to get each of you's emails addresses, and that way I can update you on specific times and dates as they come. And we would love to have you come out and participate. Is there any questions? Okay, thank you again for allowing me to come and talk to you.
Sounds like a good list of events coming up.
I think so. I'm just trying to get the community to pull together, and I've gotten a really good response from everyone I've talked to so far. So I think it's going to be a good time.
We really appreciate you taking care of those things.
Well, thank you. Appreciate you.
Yes, ma'am.
I guess we can invite the city events.
All right, their next item is going to be the approval of the minutes of the council meeting held February the 9th, 2026.
Make a motion, we approve those minutes.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item is to receive the 24-25 audit report from Terry and King CPAs.
Make a motion, we receive that.
I think we gotta get the report.
My bad.
No, that's perfect. That is perfect.
All right.
Thank you for coming.
Thanks for coming.
We do have a representative here.
I was just rolling through it.
I thought you
I am going to go real fast. Because as we've already established, no one likes to listen to accountants talk.
Tamara loves it.
The camera loves it?
Tamara.
Oh, Tamara loves it.
Tamara loves it.
Yeah. Okay. We appreciate coming out here. We love coming to Muleshoe. She does a great job. Her staff does a great job. Makes it as much fun as auditing can be to come and do this. So everything's great, and we appreciate everybody here. On page 2 of this report, and like I said, I'm just going to hit the highlights. Not going to bore y'all with a bunch of stuff, but we've got a letter here from us to you, the City Council, Mayor and City Council, and we just state here that we've audited the financial statements, and they present fairly the results of operation and the financial position of the City of Muleshoe, so a very clean opinion. Following that, there's some managements and discussion part on page 5. I like to jump to, if you look at page 8, there's a table A1 here. It's a little small, but I like to look at this because it's got some comparative data. This is what we call the government-wide financial statement, so it's adjusted for a bunch of things, but it's still, there's some specific points, like over on the right-hand side, you can see current assets are up from $7,168,000 to $8 million. Overall, the net position is up from $12,600,000 to $14,369,000. So we can see that y'all have done really well. That you've your cash, your current, your total assets are up, and overall, just everything looks good. And that is from the results of operations that are on page 9. This is a lot of paper on it. We'll kill a few trees when we do this. Looking there, you can see that total revenue's up. Over on the right-hand side, this is government activities, business activities, but the total primary government revenues up from 6,800,000 to 7 million. Expenses are up a little bit, but overall, you added to the net position 1,850,000. 850, yes. And so total is, we're up to 14,369,000. The prior period adjustment has to do with a new governmental standard where we're putting compensated absences on. So that's the beginning balance of those. Really doesn't affect anything. There, then I like to jump to the basic financial statements, which will get past all the management's discussion analysis. And page, what I'm looking for is page C2 on page 18. Now this is the government side of your financial statements. Before this, we've got balance sheet and some of the other information that we had in those tables. But here, this Exhibit C2 is Statement of Revenues and Expenditures. This is the government side of the city of Muleshoe, and this is just really cash in, cash out. So revenues, you can see operating fund, the general fund, 3,791,000 in revenues. Economic development, home grants, CLFRF, and the other funds. Total government funds, 5,730,000 in revenue. Total expense, 5,301,000. So something that we don't see a lot of is an actual net position gain in cash in the governmental fund. So this is, like I say, I came to the best city tonight. My partner went to the other one.
You did.
They went the other way. I wanted the positive one. I wanted to come to the positive. So 429,000, some transfers in and sale of assets, so 544, bringing the fund balance to 5,057,000. So overall, you look at fund balance, and a fund balance, you try to, especially in governmental funds, you try to have 3 months of operating expenses. And if you look at your fund balance there for the general fund, 2,007,000, and 3,486,000 is your operating expenses. So you've got well over 3 months, nearly up to a year in assets. On page 21, this is the other side of your government, which is, what we call the proprietary side, the water and sewer. And here you see revenues, operating revenues, 2 million, expenses, 1,326,000. So we got income before contributions and transfers of 700. We got transfer to general, some balancing, so changing that position, 673,000. But on the next page, 22, we break this down so that we get it cash, just like the general fund that we looked at. You can see cash from activities, 1,020,000, cash used, cash provided. You can see overall cash, the increase in cash, 600,000, and then we had 500,000. So really, really good results and good use of your resources and what you're doing out here, what you've done for the city is excellent. You're to be commended. Any questions on that? Move on quickly, right?
You got a good pace going.
Thanks, Cole. Okay. And I'm about through, unless you've got questions. On page 36, we've got the capital assets. So here we're looking at the additions to government activities. You can see on page 36, this is a footnote. 951,000 in additions there, and then in water and sewer, 176. Those are the additions to what you had already. We really don't have obligations per se. We've got the, talking about the, I'm sorry, on page 40, yeah, for this footnote. So total on the obligations, the GO bond, $1,075,000, and decrease 261. The certificates of obligation on the business type, $1,650,000, and decreased 180, and you can see the debt service requirements at the bottom. On page 41, and really the rest of the footnotes talk about the TMRS pension plan, computation of all of the actuarial things that we need to add to the financials for that, including the OPEB. It's really great reading. I would encourage you to take your report home and read all of that. Helps with insomnia. Page 55 is just a comparison of the government side of, like we looked at, to the budget, and that was really just excellent. Some other budgets following that on the economic development, home grant, the CLFRF grant on 56. On 65, exhibit G1, that's what I was looking for. Tax collected on the government side. You started with 154,000 owed to you. You had a levy of $1,291,000. You collected $1,064,000 for maintenance. Debt service 221, so you ended with 146. So over 100% collection. On page 66, we've got another letter. And what that is as we're doing the audit, you know, we're not just looking at the numbers, we're looking at rules, regulations, internal control out there is so good. Everything is where it needs to be. So this letter is about that, and it just says we've looked at everything and we found nothing at all to report to you. So, was that too fast? I like what you said. Had a good momentum.
Like that pace.
Good pace, yeah, good pace. I like that, Mayor. Any questions? I know that was really fast. There's a lot here. But the crux of it is that you did really, really good with the resources that the taxpayers gave you, and you've built up funds, and you've got money to do things, and that's all I can say.
It appears that 25 was a pretty good financial year, but we have some significant things that
You do.
we're facing coming up, and so it's a good thing that our finances look in that direction.
They are, they're good.
You get that, son.
Does anybody have any questions?
Did you get my good side? Good.
Like you said,
Is there a good side?
is there a good side? No. Good reading material, take it home. If there's anything that you have any questions, we do have their number, so.
Yes, really, we work for y'all year round. So please let us know if you've got any questions or if there's anything that you need. Ryan's cell phone number? No, seriously.
We do have their number.
All right. So if there's no questions?
Well, we appreciate your time and all your hard work.
All right, thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate y'all.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Take care.
I'll make a motion that we approve the audit report.
Thanks.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item is to consider the cancellation of the May 2nd, 2026 general election for District 3 and District 4. Ramon?
Mayor, the law allows for the cancellation of the election where a candidate is unopposed. Zena Carpenter is the only applicant for the place on the ballot for District 3, and Gary Parker is the only applicant for place on the ballot in District 4. They're both unopposed, therefore we recommend cancellation of the election on May 2nd.
I'd like to make a motion to cancel the election.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. The next item is to consider ordinance number O-556-0326, approving Atmos Energy RRM tariff.
Mayor, following negotiations between Atmos Energy and the West Texas cities, there's about 66 cities in this group. On the rate review mechanism, that's how they determine how to charge out in our area. Both parties agreed there's no really major changes to the current rate. Therefore, the tariff has been approved between both parties. The last time this we looked at it was in 2018. So
I'll make a motion, we approve that ordinance.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item is to consider the recommendation for the Muleshoe Economic Development Corporation for the Muleshoe Meat Processing Project.
Mayor's MEDC board has determined that this project meets the guidelines for a Type B project. It recommends to council to approve $35,000 loan to Muleshoe Meat Processing. Included in your package or in Dropbox was a memo from the EDC board. It is a different project than currently we have with Muleshoe Meat Market. I believe this project is to upgrade their pins and their chute back there. They feel that by them doing that, they can actually expedite the process, be able to process more animals, and in return they will create 4 additional jobs. So just on the process alone, so that is something that the EDC board was looking at.
Well, I'm telling you right now, from experience, that those pins have been a problem for a long time. I have. How many have I roped that have gotten out? They're bad, and it's just not set up right, and it's very easy for something to get out.
Well, if you're cowboy enough, then you can join the stick horse racing.
There you go.
Yeah.
So do we have a current report on, you said this is gonna be tied to jobs. Do we have a current report on how many employees they currently have?
And I don't. This
Okay.
is creating 4 additional jobs.
Okay. But that's something we'll monitor.
This will be additional,
Okay.
yeah, regardless of what they currently have.
Is there any action that needs to be taken on that specific agenda item?
Just consider the recommendation. The next item, it's an actual resolution. So if you guys want to move forward, I do need a motion to consider that, and then we'll go into the resolution.
I'd like to make a motion to consider.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Now moving to the resolution of the MEDC's recommendation.
But this resolution, what it does, council, it's agreeing to move this project forward. Like I said, it's for modernization of their holding pens and knockbox or the chute. The terms will be discussed between the city and the MEDC board and the Muleshoe Meat Market. This, like I said, this project is tied to job creating. It would depend on those 4 jobs actually being created.
And that would be, as long as those jobs are created, then it is a forgivable loan?
Correct. It's 35,000. So they're talking about creating 4 additional jobs. I believe it's 8750 that would be forgiven per job created at the end of a 24-month period.
All right. I'll make a motion that we approve the resolution.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Mayor, you will see this resolution again at the next meeting. There's 2 readings for the resolution. And there is a 60-day waiting period for any funds to be dispersed. So you will see this resolution again at April's meeting.
Next item is to receive the financial statement for the month ending February 28th, 2026.
I'll make a motion to receive the financial statement.
I'll second. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries. Our next item is administrative reports.
Mayor, the TML Region III meeting will be held at 6 p.m. on Thursday, March 26th at the Lubbock Civic Center Banquet Hall. Please let Tamara know if by the 13th, if any of you are planning to attend. That's always a good time to get with other area council members and staff. So that is the first one for the year. Project updates. I'm sure most of you have seen the railing that's gone up on Main Street. That project turned out to be a good project. One of the ones that I'd like to update you is we are currently taking applications for the home program. Starting March the 2nd to April the 2nd, folks can pick up an applications here at City Hall. My plan is to reconstruct 5 additional homes. So we're in the process of picking up applications, taking applications for that. So if anybody has any questions, contact City Hall. We do have additional information we can provide to those homeowners. It is real similar to what we have done in the past. Like I said, my plan is to reconstruct 5 additional homes. So, and that's all I have.
Does the council have any remarks?
I just have a question. Since our last meeting, I've had 2 citizens talk to me about getting on the agenda. Can you go into detail about how that's done?
Sure. First step is to contact City Hall. A lot of the items could be handled in my office prior to the council. If it's something that is that the council as a whole need to discuss or hear, then we can put them on the agenda.
Does it always come to us, or do you handle most of that?
It depends if it's warranted. Yes, but first step, anybody would like to be in the agenda, please contact us at City Hall.
Okay.
Yeah.
The structure of our organization is to have a city manager that takes care of day-to-day operations.
Right.
It depends on where that day-to-day operation falls. I mean, is it something that's operational, or is it something that is business that needs to be presented to the council?
Yeah.
But I think if they contact City Hall and go through those steps, and I trust that everything will be handled appropriately. Anybody else have any remarks? All right, then we're adjourned. Thank you all.
Thank y'all.